So first thing is the easiest question. Tell me who you are and could you spell your name?
I'm Bob Kiel, K-I-E-L.
And where are you from, Bob?
DuBois, Pennsylvania.
No way! That's like right near me. I'm from Clearfield.
Oh, there you go, we're neighbors.
All right. So let's see. The first thing is, why do you ride?
Almost born on a bike. My dad was riding and racing since the 50s. In fact, his original 1936 bike is here today on display, and he had me on the bike long before my mother thought I should have been. So it was just in my blood from way back.
Okay, so what do you love about it? What keeps you doing it?
There's nothing better than being out on a day like this, going for a long ride, 50-some miles down here, wind in your face, acceleration of what a bike gives you when you're out riding. Totally different from a car that people who don't ride don't understand. And events like this, it's a lot of fun. People and stuff like this that if I didn't ride I wouldn't be here, so it's something I'd miss out on.
Okay, so someone that's out there that's riding, is there any kind of advice that you would give them as a fellow rider?
Yes, drive defensively. Always drive defensively.
What'd you say on the camera?
I just talked a moment ago about hitting the throttle. Yes, I like to do it as much or more than anybody. Always watch the other guy. What is the next guy in front of you going to do? Anticipate him being an idiot and turning right in front of you, because it will happen sooner or later.
Okay, now have you ever been in a crash?
Yes.
Can you tell us about it?
Well, sure I can. This is great. Person passed me at a car passed me at a very high rate of speed, and a state trooper pulled out in front of me to try to apprehend him. So the trooper never saw me, and down I went on Route 53 near Clearfield.
Wow, and did you get hurt? Did the bike get hurt?
Yes.
Both.
The bike, not too bad. I learned it because I was taught how to crash. I was taught to look for these things. Instead of hitting them, I was able to avoid them, off down into the dirt, and I rode it home, so.
Where'd you learn how to crash?
From my dad. He walks like this because no one taught him how to crash.
Ah, so you learned. Okay.
That's right.
Now the hardest question that I ask everybody is, have you ever lost a friend to a motorcycle crash?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. And many injuries. Many injuries. And going back to, it's 50-50. It can be your fault, it can be somebody else's fault. And the people whose fault it was weren't surprised to hear it. You warned them and you warned them. But they continued to ride, how they were going to ride.
It's a hard one. Now this one's kind of fun. If there's someone that's watching this today and they're thinking about, maybe I ought to go out and get my license, or I've been thinking about getting a bike for years. What would you tell them as a new rider? That's different than someone who's, been out there for years and trying to teach an old dog new tricks. Someone that's a new rider, what would you tell them?
Old wolf.
Well, you definitely, I've been riding long enough where I've seen the explosion of new riders. All of a sudden, Harley Davidson is very popular clothing, and sooner or later they get the itch for a bike, and it's just a lot of people. I wouldn't be afraid to tell certain people that it's not for them. I'd hate to say to somebody that wants to ride, but there are some people, that shouldn't. It's not for everybody. And it sounds like a dumb thing to say, maybe, but I have friends that they put 50 miles on it and sold the bike because they figured it out real quick. It's just not for them, or they buy the wrong bike, I guess. So anybody that was looking to get a license, I'd say, start on something you can control. Don't buy the biggest thing because you're going to get teased for not having the biggest thing. Go to the safety course or learn from somebody that's been riding for years and just be smart about it.
Anything you want to add that I didn't touch on?
Sorry. No, I don't think so. I think you asked all the right questions.
Okay, and are we good to go to put this on livefreeridealive.com?
Absolutely.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right.